Welcome. This is an energy audit of my home, which is actually a bedroom and a large boarding house. So to begin, let's open with some energy context, looking at the big picture of how energy is created and where it's going and how much of that is actually towards residential electricity. In 2015, the U.S. Used 97.7 quadrillion BTUs, or British thermal units, of energy. 36% of that came from petroleum, 29% from natural gas, and 16% from coal. So we're still relying heavily on non-renewable energy. And where does that go? 11% of that is for residential and commercial, and 39% of that energy use goes towards the generation of electric power. So with that 38% or 38 quadrillion BTUs going towards electrical, 38% of that goes towards residential electrical, so that is 14.4 quadrillion BTUs used. This data was gathered from figures given by the U.S. Energy Information Administration, and all these figures were taken from. So within a home, 42% of electricity goes towards other uses such as large appliances, dishwashers, stoves. 13% will go towards cooling, 7% for heating, 11% for lighting, and also 11% for refrigeration. Surprised, on average, only 7% goes towards television and related equipment. Within my home, we do not pay anything for utilities, and I was unable to get anything such as like a bill or just a meter usage from them. So I will just be comparing how my usage breaks down compared to the average use. So I measured 8 different devices. My LED bed lights that are on always 24 hours a day. My mini fridge, which is variable power, also plugged in for 24 hours a day. My computer monitor, which runs for part of the day. A lamp. A computer, always on. Main lighting, which is on during the day, a fan that is always on, and a TV that is also always on. To measure these devices, I used a kilowatt meter that I purchased at Home Depot for $30. I simply plugged in the device if it was a constant power device and took a reading. And for the one variable device that I measured, which was a fridge, I left it plugged in for 24 hours and 30 minutes. The biggest user was my computer at 3,384 watt hours a day. And the total for the entire room was 8,631 watt hours a day, or 8.6 kilowatt hours per day. When measuring my main lighting, which is 2 light bulbs coming out of the wall, I just read the wattage of them, which was now each compared to the pie chart earlier of average home energy use. Obviously my energy use is vastly different, with electronics taking up 78% of it because my room is mainly screens and backlighting. Cooling, I was very surprised to see that small fan take up such a large chunk of energy use because it's left on all the time at its medium setting. Refrigeration I expected to be at that level, and I was extremely surprised by how energy efficient all the light bulbs in my room are. I never seeked out buying energy efficient light bulbs. So by doing this project, a lot of what I assumed before was completely wrong. I also always assumed that the LED lighting everywhere in my room was not taking up that much wattage. It's actually taking up more than the energy efficient light bulbs in my room. Also, I assumed that my computer and TV weren't taking up too much power, always staying on, because I thought it was always in an idle state. But even under load, my computer took up almost the same wattage, and with my computer use of mostly just computer browsing and light applications such as Excel, it just remained a constant around 140 watts. The TV also, very surprising, stayed on all the time. So in the future, a lot of my room is run on smart plugs. and they're on timers to automatically turn on and off. I simply just need to adjust them to have them off to my class schedule when I'm not at home, and it doesn't need to be on all the time right when I wake up, things like that. I don't usually touch my computer till far later in the day. So by doing this project, it's very eye-opening of my energy use, and I will definitely take some steps to reduce that. So thanks for watching.